Good day, everyone. This is Ernie Kish with the Kish Cash Fund. And how's everybody doing today? Thought we would take a look at the Kirk's chart right away this morning. It's like November 8th, a Thursday. We have been trading Kirk's, and just to remark on some things, we're not trading it right now because in the next couple of charts we're going to bring up, we'll show you we're a downtrend. There's no indication that Kirk's is going to be doing anything on the upward sign that we see. We just want to point out a couple of things that it looks like it softened up a little bit, and we're just taking a look at this on a daily basis. As we can see, we've had a nice rise with this. We always like to play these ascending triangles. In this case, let's have a great lesson in this ascending triangle and some signs about that. Ascending triangles are great. You're taking a look at this thing and you're expecting this thing to do this. Okay, let's go take a good look at it. We see that it's come up quite a bit, and it's kind of like in my last presentation here, this $3 range right now with this thing. If you take it back a bit, go back in time in that direction to the left, of course, it's had a fairly nice rise over time, and this is an indicator that, yeah, we should be going up. The first candle of it, though, just gives me an indication to take a real good look at it a couple of different times, because it's such a shooting star right there, meaning that this trailer here, there's not a whole lot of commitment here. There is to hold it at support here, okay, at a Fibonacci even. So it's kind of like, is it going up or is it not? The following day, the trader said, yeah, let's bring it up to this point, okay? And then it's banging on this Fibonacci band right here, okay? And so you go like bang, 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 you know, is it going to go up? And you have a spinning top right here, and that's indecision, okay? So that's kind of like, I'm not going to put the farm in on this thing. If anything, I would invest 25% of my whole portfolio on Kirk. So if you had $100,000, $25,000, go ahead and invest in Kirk's at $3 on this spinning top. Okay. But you might want to do that only on day trades. Take your money out the following day and or whatever. Have some tight stops in, etc. Okay. The following day we have a doji. Okay, and that's a definite sign that you might just want to be really careful. If you've got the $25,000 in, you might want to take half of it out. Okay. And just, again, have some real tight stops, okay? If you're not out altogether. Actually, this type of a pattern here, even though at these points over in here, it's kind of like it's a possibility that it's going up. But with this candle and this candle is like, nah, let's get out, take a look at it as a day trade only, maybe catch it on a candle like this one here, So it's the word is C, caution on that puppy, okay? Followed by, if you were still in this thing, God bless you, followed by this doji. If this wasn't a signal to get out, here we are, Fibonacci, we're banging. We went up to our triangle, we're at nosebleeds. This is a high triangle, folks, too. So you have to know and read the signs. If I got in on this thing, it would have been, tight stops, but with these three signs, the first or the second even, definitely it's like take a lot of money out of that trade, and or take all out and watch what's going on. Those that were cautious said, geez, we're really glad we were cautious because it came down to this Fibonacci and even fell all the way down into this area here. We're not going to give a buy signal yet on this because it's not giving us one. All right. And it's below $5, so most brokerage firms will not allow you to short something that is less than $5. But just quite interesting. Those who, took and were watching this thing, with us and took a few nice trades in through here, we did okay. And then those of us that decided to, really strongly watch this thing and be cautious at this point on in through here, did okay too, and those that are still watching. Okay, and there's some indicators going on in the major markets that are saying caution, big orange flag out there. Okay, just hang on just a second, and we're gonna bring on up the next screen. Okay, here we are looking at our major market indicator, the spider, and we can see that this is really important, the stuff in here. Okay, we've got our high here, and then of course a bit of a retracement, and then she went up to this point and struggled to get up here and did not make it. Okay, did not make it, did not retrace to get back up to that high again. So we're not showing a lot of strength there. We come down and we touch our 50 here, and then we a lot of traders are saying, geez, is it time to buy back in? A lot of traders do use these bands to figure out what in the heck they're doing. So okay, so we come up here and it doesn't get as high again as it was a few days ago, followed by a day of doji right here, which is if you got the tons of money to short the spider, then go ahead and do it because you made out like a bandit on this day. And of course it's still falling. And here's our this is back here, let me just point out a golden cross when the 20 crosses the 50 on an upward trend. And here's not such a great cross when your 20 crosses your 50 and it's heading south. And of course, as we can see, it still is heading south. Is this thing going to cross the 200? Anybody's guess on that. Anybody who says yes, I know that for sure, really doesn't know. It's just their ego talking, because anything can happen at any time. So, but the indication is that things in general are heading south, which is a caution if you want to go long, and a wahoo opportunity if you want to short the market. So let's just take another look at another indicator. Okay, here's another major market indicator, the Qs. Okay, the Qs got a lot of high-tech stuff in there, I do believe. And as you can see again, a lot of people talk about the head and shoulders as an indicator that things head south. And of course, here's let me get that my pen working here. Here's your head on the Qs, your shoulder part, and of course your shoulder part, and of course it did follow. Here's that negative cross right here where the Qs 20 cross the 50, and it does look like it may even cross the 200 here. It's down to this Fibonacci band here. Is it going to jump off of that or continue south? Okay, again, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, trending, we are trending southwards. Okay, so knowing that, then where's the opportunity to make money in a downtrending market? It's in the shorting of it. And let's just let's take a look at something that we did talk about that was an opportunity on the buy side. And I think when things turn around, that still might be a buy, but then after that we're going to take a look at some at the shorting opportunity there. But we did talk a little bit about AMD in the last, so let's take a look at see what's going on there. Okay, as we take a look at AMD, we can see that it's a great bargain and no real places to enter yet. The market still is downtrending, and of course AMD is still downtrending. If anyone was patient enough to want to day trade this on a short time scale, like 1 day only for a small amount. Here's like if somebody was watching this go sideways at this point and see this candle here, and they day traded this day, then that would have been okay. This is not a good sign. So if you stayed in at any point in through here, it's this was a definite like we better get out, and especially the next candle, if you were still in. If you got in somewhere here and you got out here, you were okay. But don't, if you had stayed in, then at this point you were breaking even, and now you're losing money in through here. So, and then really lost money through here. So a day trade here wouldn't have been a bad idea. Again, if you were again following this, and then you saw another little cuspid of perhaps here's like a shooting star, and you said, geez, I'm guessing, is this the bottom? And then you followed it the following day and it did this, and you were really cautious, and got out somewhere when it started tanking again, then okay on that deal. And of course your profit area would have been between here and here. If you stayed in beyond this point here, you would have broke even, and of course if you stayed in any further, you're losing money. Okay, but there wasn't any signs really to stay in. There was a sign as like a maybe day trade. Let's see what's happening. Let's like, let's get out of this thing, because no sign that it's going to be going up anymore, and it did not. And then again, we're looking at the signs, okay? And then the same with this area over here. And now we're looking at it, at $1.98, and we're still downtrending. And again, can we short this thing? And most brokerage houses, again, wouldn't allow a short on AMD at $1.98. So we just take a look at this thing and see when the market may be turning around and dragging AMD with it. We'll bring up the sprint chart just to show you an idea of what might be happening. Okay, we've been following Sprint telecommunications for 3 years plus now, I guess, something like that. And of course that hit its low in that 2-ish range, and we saw the accumulation on Sprint. Here's your 20 day over the 50 cross on up, and then a little bit of a lagging here, but then another cross here, and things the 50 cross the 200 here, so at definitely somewhere in through this, if you were patient, if you wanted to get in on this, but definitely here when this started it showed that very promising accumulation at this point in time, right here. So we've seen that, and now though there's a lot of caution. The market's on a downtrend, so I would not recommend accumulating any more Sprint. I would suggest selling it all together and going to a cash position and just watching this thing on a daily basis and watching it on the market basis, because look at what you got. See your highs here and your highs here, and they match. And if it goes up higher, God bless it. We'll be watching it and taking a look at those opportunities. But the reason why I brought the Sprint up was because if AMD has a similar pattern to the Sprint thing, then of course there's an opportunity to make some money in AMD. Not right now, and I don't suggest you go out and buy any AMD because it's at $1.99. And again, when we were looking at it, what, 210, we said it could come down, and guess what? It did. So let's see if how far it does come down. And again, the market's trending. So will you please be patient out there with me? Okay, I'm going to try to be really patient and not buy any of it until the sign is really there. So if y'all want to do that with me, that would really help. Okay, the energy that we put into this thing as a collective will help each other. All right, God bless you on that, and we're going to take another look at another chart. Hang. Okay, so we're downtrending. We're watching AMD. We're watching Sprint. We're not buying those because the market in general is downtrending. We're not buying into Kirk's again because the market is downtrending. We're still looking for opportunity. With all this downtrending hula bula, let's take a look at maybe a shorting opportunity. Aria has been doing really well. In fact, we've watched this thing come up from $2. Can you believe that? $2 or something, or maybe even less than that. I can't remember. But we've seen it at $2, and all it's done was like just come up. And I've shorted this at a number of times on the way up, thinking that it's at its high. And yeah, I made money on those days because on occasion it's had a couple of wonderful short opportunity days, especially lately. Okay, so what do you got with something that comes up from $2 and has been doing that for over a year, and it's just, oh my goodness, and then you take a look at this and you start to get that shorting excitement in your blood there, because this is definitely a sign that at least for the short term, again, this thing could turn around tomorrow and go to $1 million. Okay, probably not, but things can turn around. All somebody has to do is decide to buy it. Okay, but right now somebody has decided to sell it. All right, and that's what the signs are definitely here. It went boom, ba boom, ba, and then everybody says I'm going to take some profit. And look at what happened to the 20, and now look at where it is. It's crossing the 50. Okay, so if I on an opportunity of watching this on a daily basis, I suggest that to all of my friends that are watching this. Now, if you're saying exactly what point in time, Ernie, do I want to get in on this thing on a daily basis? Well, I don't know. You would have to just make your own plan on that. And I mean, if you want to email me, I can, we can do that together on this thing. But I've been, I don't have a plan on this today, so I couldn't suggest one to you. All I am doing is I'm saying, like, here's an opportunity for this is definitely a short opportunity. So at what point do you want to get in and exit this thing? I take a good look. I mean, I'd kind of like not short it right now this very second because of where we are in looking at the chart. But somebody would have said, is this a little bit of support in here? And it's like, not yet, and especially with this crossing through here. Let's just see what happens on it tomorrow. This is your shorting opportunity, though, folks. I mean, the market's downtrending, and this is downtrending. So study this one and keep a close eye on it. And if it looks like you've got a lot of selling volume and it's at its high for the day, go ahead and short it. And put your stops in. Okay, lesson on stops is, okay, let me just tell you, if you get in on this stock, no matter how many shares you get in on, and if it goes against you by 20 cents, okay, have a 20-cent stop in. Okay, if you're asking a suggestion for me on Aria, short it at the high for the day, whatever that happens to be on the day. And it's like, Ernie is like, what, find that place, okay, and then put a 20-cent stop in and see how you do. What's my exit? Well, that depends a little bit on the day. Okay. Again, I'd have to plan one for you. I don't want to give you any more suggestion than that, because I don't want you to get into trouble. I want you to make money. I hope you have been making money. Okay, well, that's the last chart that we have for the day. And again, we're praying that everybody out there is making some money and having fun with learning with me. Okay, God bless everybody. Have a great day, and I'll catch y'all later. Okay, bye-bye.